I was about to get canceled before I even became relevant.
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 Okay, yeah.
Well, that's how we
Relevant.
get famous.
He's such,
obviously.
he's such a
Relevant.
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 Hello. False start.
No, that was the start. This is happening.
Hello, everyone. Part 2. We are the Cloud Rovers. I'm Casey.
I'm Steven.
And I'm Buck.
And I'm Matthew.
I messed that up. I said and it sounded like there was
And.
only 3 of us.
Wait, are you no longer the esteemed guest? You're
I
just
don't know.
Matthew?
I was expecting to be introduced, and I was like, "Oh,
we
okay.
failed our duties.
I guess I got to introduce myself."
We'll go ahead.
And our esteemed guest.
Thanks for having me.
Matthew.
Woo. Yep,
So,
yep.
we haven't filmed in a while. Not that you would know this, but by the release date of everything. But it's been a minute. I forgot how to speak. Since we last conversed. How was everybody's musical journey in the past little bit?
A little bit.
A lot of untapped potential.
We'll just let that sink in.
I'm gonna tell that to my boss. When he's like, if he ever goes, hey, why didn't you get this done? You know, it was just untapped potential. So do you want to speak on that untapped potential?
I mean, just kind of how you're assuming. I'm like, yeah, I could be doing more. But, I'm just enjoying it. A lot of listening.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's good.
Spotify has been recommending me amazing songs.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah. Oh, we will talk about Spotify today because the 2022 year-end wrap came out and we haven't talked about it. And we started talking about it. We're like, wait, we got to save this for when we record it. So
It'll be all new to me again.
Yeah.
it's like you're discovering it again. But of course we have to start out with a song of the week. I'm sure you guys have listened to really good songs this week, so let's talk about it. Let's make the drummer go first.
Drummer.
Yeah.
All right.
We're switching it up.
Okay, I got a good one.
Okay.
So I was watching a Twitch streamer, and this is where I got this song from. But it's called Libertad, and that is liberty in Spanish. But it's by a Russian metal group named the Shrezzers, and they're kind of popular. They do progressive metal, whatever that means. But
Is it
and
sung
then-
in Spanish?
well, there's like a line in the chorus that is sung in Spanish.
Okay.
And then they collab with another artist named Michael Barr, which I also don't know much of. But anyway, the song's pretty cool because, I'm not much into screamo, but this song has saxophone in it.
Oh, okay.
And I was reading about this band, and they put saxophone in all their songs, but they play metal.
Okay.
And the saxophone part is really cool.
Okay.
And it somehow just mixes very I wouldn't say weird in a bad way, but in a very interesting way with the song. And they're like, wow, that was cool. Oh, this is a metal song. That's right. And it has a really catchy chorus, that Spanish part. I don't know, I can't sing it, but I just kind of mumble it when I'm singing along. But yeah, I'm
Gotta hear that.
I'm gonna show you guys
Yeah.
that song.
Saxophone and
That
metal.
might have been the most underground
Yeah,
Oh,
I
definitely.
like
Sure, yeah.
suggestion so far.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy
So
one.
that band is essentially some guys. They were forced to be in the marching band when they were kids, but they truly wanted to play metal.
I guess.
Yeah.
It has to be.
And they're Russian
Something
and
like that.
Spanish. And
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't check the ethnicity of Michael Barr, but I guess that has. I'm assuming that has something to do with it.
Whoa.
But yeah.
I'm going to have to take a listen to that one out.
Yeah. That sounds really
definitely.
interesting.
Who's next?
Guess I'll go. So, I had another one picked out, but since you mentioned the Spotify Wrapped, the 2022, I got to go with.
You changed just now.
Yeah, just now.
Oh, boy.
Because number one song, might be kind of spoilers, number one song for my Spotify Wrapped was Sour Candy by Melt.
Yes.
So, I got to talk about that because fantastic
The
song.
spotlight.
Yes. It's very jazzy, great female vocal lead, and then it's just a vibe. I feel like that's a common theme for mine.
It's just a vibe.
Yeah, it's something that you really want to sing along to, even though you can't hit the high notes, you know. And
In the shower, you can. Don't ask me how I know.
I still can't. It's too high. But it's just a great jazz song. A little bit of funk in there, but just a good time all around. And you gotta love that sour candy.
Is it like tart?
Mhm.
It's our tart song. I have heard this song. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's weird what modern jazz is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is that jazz? I have no clue. Like,
I mean,
what's considered jazz?
I use jazz as a catch-all.
Yeah,
I mean,
but it does
in the-
sound like jazz. Like,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think my favorite part of it is like the bass line is so simple, but it just like it ties it all in. There's like this great warmth and body to the bass. It's just good. So gotta go with that one.
I do quite enjoy the song you're talking about,
Mhm.
Sour Candy. It's just I don't know. I just can't quite add it to my like Spotify playlist just because like
Dude, he's trying to
the
fight you.
recording
I know.
the recording is just not that good on Spotify. And like I feel like they could have recorded it better.
You're saying this, knowing the position we're we're recording from home. Here's in cardboard.
No, I'm serious. Like
Mhm.
the
I know what you
audio
mean.
balance is just so much different than all like the other songs. And like when
It
I'm
is,
working
yeah.
when I'm working, like I kind of have to blast the music to kind of hear it. But this like no matter how high I turn up the volume in my like headphones, like I can't even hear it.
doesn't have enough fullness.
Yeah, it doesn't have enough fullness. Like I wish they were like they remastered it because it is a good song. And, like
Mhm.
I do actually enjoy the song. But yeah, that's my take from that song.
You all should check it
That's
out.
a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the links to all these songs will be in the description
And
below, right next to that like button.
in our Spotify playlist, we'll have all the songs that we've talked about. I might give it a couple weeks before posting the playlist so that there's actually something to listen to, not just like 4 songs.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
it will be up, and you guys can check out all the songs that we talk about.
And then you can judge our great music taste.
Mm-hmm.
It's so unique.
Yeah, it might be a wild ride. I mean, if we got, Spanish / metal, saxophone, and then we got just like straight jazz on the other side, and,
Oh boy.
it'll be a wild ride, but it should be good.
Screamo and saxophone.
Screamo and saxophone.
There you go.
You know, your suggestion almost made me want to talk about another song. I'm going to stick with my original song.
Yeah. I can be the only one that gets sidetracked.
But I must mention this. Somewhere right here, I'll put the name of the song that I'm thinking of. I stumbled across like non-anime affiliated Japanese metal, but sang by like cute girls.
Oh jeez.
Okay.
And I might have to throw this in the link below. I don't remember the name off the top of my
be
head, but it's got that super technical guitar and all that stuff, but there's a little bit of like the Japanese idol group. Hi,
Yeah.
to it with some screamo. Gotta
Wait,
mention it.
There's Screamo in it.
There is screamo.
So this playlist is getting more eclectic.
Yeah. But anyway, I must speak about the song that I was thinking of. This week, what stuck to me is a song called "Bad" by Heavy Eyes. And despite the name, it's a very good song.
So good it's bad?
Oh boy. It's weird because like you don't usually hear. I would put this in kind of that like that indie pop rock in a way. It's still indie alternative rock. Lots of big sustain, mixed, really compressed. It's big, and all of that. The drum part is something. It's like super simple until you realize how not simple it is.
I didn't think it was simple the first time I heard it, I was just like, wow, this guy can play drums.
And then did you like digest it and were like, that's kind of hard?
Yeah, I think
Or
I'll
I'm just bad at drums.
I have
think
like
he just knows too much.
Yeah, he's too good for us.
Immediately recognizes it's hard. Like, okay.
I have a goal that I eventually want to learn that song on drums.
Oh, that song
but
is so good.
I am quite proud that I showed you the song.
Yeah.
I showed you that song.
Yeah, he's responsible
It
for
always
it.
feels
Taking
good.
credit.
I opened the door for your eyes to
Oh my gosh,
see.
half of the songs the songs that I really like, you found for me. So, yeah, and I forgot what I was saying about the song. Oh, it's kind of like the indie rock pop song.
Mhm.
One thing that's interesting about this song is how edgy it feels in a way. Okay, now hear me out. I think it's got this edgier vibe because a lot of songs in the indie space you kind of get the unrequited love songs, right? You have the love songs, you have the annoyingly positive songs, but usually it's kind of weird to get a song that sounds like this, but it's kind of edgy. It's like, this guy, he's like, I kind of want like bad love, whatever, if I wanted a bad person, I've already been there, and all that stuff, and he's like, I can't ignore you even though I don't want you and you want me back. Like, I don't know, it feels really punk rock themed to me, at least, like in the lyrics. And I only picked up the lyrics because I've listened to the song like 40 times. Like, when I find a song, I'll listen to it. I really enjoy it, and it's just such a jam. And once again, the cool drum part, and there's there's this kind of guitar theme in it that goes dun 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 dun, and like over all the sustain, and then the drums come in, and I love it. Don't know if I communicated that well, but it's a pretty great song.
Well, you'll just have to listen to it.
Yeah, you'll have to listen to it. Yeah, shout out.
While he's talking about it, you can be playing it in the background. And
No, wait, they have to finish the episode first.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah,
point.
just got the YouTube ad revenue that we don't get yet. We totally don't get yet.
I actually quite I know the songs that you two are talking about. I'm like, yeah, I can relate to what you're saying. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But yeah, keep that trend, Matthew. I'm kidding.
I don't know. There's a good chance you might know this one.
Okay.
All right.
So, the song that I was listening to like a week or two ago was "Way Back" by Vice Tones. I don't know if you ever heard that, but
That's a good one.
I really like this one.
Is that a no for us?
That's a no from me.
Okay, we gotta listen to that one.
Unless I do listen to it, I'm like, oh yeah, okay.
I think I came across it like a few years ago from like those.
Oh, this one takes you way back.
Yeah, way back. It was like one of those kind of like Rocket League Monster Cat Instinct mixes, and this song was like on one of like the Monster Cat Instinct
Is this a
playlists.
Rocket League song?
I don't know if it ever made it to Rocket League. Maybe it did.
Oh.
I'm not sure. But it's
I was
like
like,
in that same sort of genre of music.
Okay. Well, I
but
really like that.
it's a pretty cool one. There's I forget the name of the featured singer,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean Vice Tones is like a duo with like
Vice.
music productions. And so then they have this featured singer. I can't remember. We'll put the name up. But
Shows up here.
it's like some really cool vocals, and then there's like this back and forth with like the synth coming in. It kind of starts all slow, and then like it's building. You get like some back and forth between like one synth versus another synth, and then like when the beat comes in, it's all like dance and all groove at that point. So
I love the Vice Tone stuff. It took me a minute. I was like, "Who the Vice Tone?" I have heard of it.
yes,
before,
they had that one Astronomia.
yeah.
It was popular, like
I think
like
all of our audience would know that one.
coffin dance one. Was the
Yeah, that
So-
one is good.
How old are they? Do they go way back? Sorry,
I'm sure they do.
that was 100% on purpose.
We need a counter
I
now.
had time to
You
think
had
about
to-
that.
I don't know. I think they've been around for a while, actually. I'm thinking at least 10 years of like.
Okay,
music,
so they
yeah.
do go. Okay.
Yeah, they go way.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one
Nice.
I've been listening to.
Mm-hmm.
Bit. Check it out.
Now that we've been speaking about what we've been listening to last week, it's time to speak about what we listened to last year. We are
What
a
we
month-
listened to way
we're-
back.
Yeah, we're gonna take it way back. We're all we're already a whole 32 days into the 2023, but let's go way back to 2022. If you don't remember, I don't remember.
Yeah, I need to pull it up.
I sort of remember some of the things, but I don't remember like the statistics and whatnot.
I remember my number one. I mean,
I remember
that one
my
is
number
just-
one.
I remember my
Peak.
number one as well. But your top songs of 2022. I think it'd be interesting to go by like. We should each like talk about a song that really surprised us, and like a couple of the top ones.
Where do you find this?
Especially number one. It's in library, and then 2022 mix. Yeah,
Oh, you don't get the cool animation thing anymore?
not anymore. I screenshotted all of mine, but
Oh.
I kind of remember the genres and stuff, and
Mhm.
I'm sure I'm gonna set myself up to be bullied by my little brother over here because there's an artist I really like. He's like, she's trash. So, music is not trash. All right, there's just different tastes for everyone. At least how I like to see it. Wait, Matthew, you don't have
Yeah,
Spotify
so I don't actually have
Premium.
Spotify.
So how are you going to measure?
I'm gonna see if I can find. I don't know if it will happen if I can find it anymore. But there was like a YouTube rewind.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you screenshot it?
I don't think so. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it, but I'm gonna take a look quick. But I'll let you know.
All right. You ready to talk about it?
I mean,
Feeling about it?
yeah.
So
I'm scrolling through and I'm like, well, this all makes sense.
does it all make sense? It's like they read your mind. Like
Yeah.
like they knew what you listened to. Little
Uh-huh.
invasion of privacy because internet. Who wants to go first?
You go first.
I'll
You set the example.
okay.
I don't know how to
I'll
present
I'll
this.
set the example. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what I don't know what I'm going here. So I'll talk about. I guess I'll talk about some of my top 10. So the song I listened to the most last year was definitely "Evening Coffee" by Joe Hertler and the Rainbow Seekers. You guys know this one. We play this. We play this song.
This one's good.
Funny story. We have questionable boy communication between us some of the time. This will make sense in a second. So apparently he came around Denver.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently he came around Denver, right? And I was super pumped to see Joe Hertler and the Rainbow Seekers. I remember. I was really excited to go see them like locally, and for some reason I thought the show was in 12 months, but it was in 6 months when we like brought it up. And 6 months had passed, or 7 months went by, and I'm like, man, I can't wait for this winter to see Joe Hertler and the Rainbow Seekers.
I was like, oh, it already happened.
And I'm like, what?
I'm like, yeah, it was like a few days ago.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me?
I was
love
like, I
this
told
song.
you the day.
You didn't tell me the day, or at least I forgot.
I mean, I also kind of forgot about it too.
Gosh,
But-
you don't remember me
Yeah.
going, yeah, like, even up to that point, I was like, yeah, it'd be nice to see that song. It's going to be great. And then a month had passed, and he's like, oh, yeah, he already came. That broke my heart. Anyway, great song. Would say it's jazz? No.
Once again, I opened the eyes of everyone. I was the one who found
Yep.
and
Yeah,
showed
that
the
was a
song.
good one.
What a fantastic song. I listen to that song a lot. It's a really interesting song, mix-wise. So I have these open back headphones, the Philips SHP 9500s. They're great, super cheap for 4 open backs. But like I love the way that song sparkles in the ears, just all the random instruments and stuff. So I like to listen to that song just while doing stuff and while kind of like meditating, like just listening to instruments and stuff. And my second,
Wait, before you say that, that song was my top 3.
it was
yeah,
in your
it-
top
Oh,
three?
Yeah, it was number 3.
My second was an old song, well, old to me, a couple of years old, but it's an electronic song called Twilight by a Japanese artist called Honeycomb Bear. And it's just a really bassy song, and I like feeling the bass when I put on the bassy headphones and stuff. And my third one is a Maury Calliope song, Capsule.
You like VTubers?
Oh, I love VTubers, and I think that there's 2 ways to interpret this. Buck hates her because she doesn't sound like a musician. I love her because she sounds, well, because I'm a simp, and because she sounds a lot different than what you expect from even underground music. Like it's just so different, and it's kind of cool to vibe differently for me. The one that really surprised me is if I scroll down a little bit, there's a song called 679 by Remy Boys and Fetty Wap. Was kind of my 11th.
That is an outlier.
That's
indeed.
that's a big outlier.
For sure.
I'm not super big into rap. I like it, but I'm not like into it. And so it's a rap song from like 2015. So some obscure stuff. So and my playlist is all around the place. I like they told me I liked Japanese stuff. They told me I like indie rock, indie poptimism, indie pop, and electronic. So and like Rocket League electronic and stuff. So yeah, that's my summary. Just lots of everything.
Yeah.
And a song that he showed me at the top.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that's well known.
Yeah.
Kind of let everyone know.
Yeah.
You do so much around here.
I show songs. I take the aux.
Right.
Whenever we get in the same car, he takes the aux cord.
And I'm like,
Plugs it straight
no.
into his phone.
It's like, yo, I got some good music.
Who's next?
I can go.
Yeah.
So yeah, number 1, my boy Roosevelt. Love him. Passion. Roosevelt and Nile Rodgers. And just a week ago, I realized Nile Rodgers also did the guitar part for Get Lucky with Daft Punk.
Oh.
Okay.
So I'm like, I
Okay.
can really hear the semblance. Like it's like the same guitar sound. It's great.
That took you way back.
It did.
We really need a counter at this point.
Way back counter.
That was my 5th, by the way.
Oh, you're 5th.
Mm-hmm.
And then second was my second song was my first song 2021.
Really?
Yeah, I still listen to it to this day, and it's Figure It Out by Riley.
Oh.
It's a good one.
RYLY. Yeah.
That one is good.
Yep. I love playing drums to it. I love listening to it. It's a great song. And the one song that kind of like made my most listened list that was kind of like an outlier was like a top charted song. It's Downtown by Macklemore.
Downtown. That song's really
Oh.
old, too.
Yeah, like I don't know.
That's just like mine.
that song kind of like brought me way back to where when it first came out, I listened to it a bunch of times, and then I don't know, I just started enjoying it again. But yeah, I think the type of listener it gave me was Nomad, and that was like, I search kind of like far and wide for my music, and like whether that's like a lot of underground music or like a lot of genres, but like once I found the song that I like to listen to, I'm like really consistent with that artist or with that type of genre of music. So yeah.
Nice.
That song came
That's
out
a
in
good one.
2016. I'm still in high school.
I don't know. I feel like 2016 wasn't that long ago, and then I realized what year it is now,
Right.
and then I'm like, oh shoot, yeah.
Oh, no.
You talked
You're
about
up
your
to
type.
2023.
It told me I'm the adventurer, and I forgot what that meant. Oh, it says you're a seeker of sound. You venture out into the unknown, searching for fresher artists, deeper cuts, and newer tracks, especially gems yet to be found.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. Thought I'd put it in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, speaking of songs that go way back,
Wait.
one that surprised me on mine is called "Boy with a Coin" by Iron and Wine. And I don't know if you guys have
Oh.
heard it, but it's a song that mine and Matthew's dad played. He had it on a CD, and this was like 10, 15 years ago. It has been on these CDs for a very long time, and I remember growing up listening to this song, and I was surprised that it was on, I don't know, maybe like top 25? You know?
Really?
Yeah, it's I didn't expect it to be there. Like, I mean, I love the song, of course, but I didn't expect it to be in my top.
Wow.
And then the other one, I mean, I got to just put it in there because it's us. I had Born in the Movies, of course,
Heck
by
yeah.
Bass
How
and
high
Sound.
was it?
It was like 5 below Boy with a Coin.
Wow, that's,
So,
that's
like-
pretty cool.
Oh.
Pretty good.
Yeah, like top 40, top 50, somewhere in there.
Ah.
So listen to that one a lot.
That
You
one's
guys-
a good song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys should check
Definitely in the link below.
Mhm.
It is not ranked, and every time I shuffle my likes list, I'm like, man, I just want to hear my own song, Born in the Movies. But it like comes up like once every like 1 millionth song.
it out.
So if you guys
Right.
want to make his playlist better,
Yeah.
go down and listen to our song.
Mm-hmm. It's now under Cloud Rovers, of course, because we changed our name. So you can find it, Born in the Movies by the Cloud Rovers.
That song. Wait, that song is also my first liked song on Spotify, and I have like hundreds of songs
Wait, really?
on my
Oh,
likes
wow.
list. Yeah,
Cool. Did you get Spotify just to listen?
Yeah,
Did you get
is that why you
Spotify
got
just
it?
to listen?
I
on the
did.
song?
I did.
Okay.
That's kind of when I started
Wow.
using Spotify.
I think that song came out in 2018. 2018 is when that song came out.
Something
Something like that.
2019?
Yeah, 2018.
Wow. It's still.
Yeah.
It was a pipe dream. That still feels recent. Like I still feel like not enough people have listened to it. I'm like, it's a new release, guys. Listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take it off, put it back on, and be like, "Oh, guys, it's a new release."
It's different.
Remastered.
Ah, God.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Matthew.
Okay.
Oh
so
wait. He hasn't said
Oh,
his
you're-
top
you're-
song.
Oh yeah.
My top song, of course, was Sour Candy.
Oh, it
but
was.
I also went down the rabbit hole of math rock and a bunch of different genres. So my top artists, like trying to find one that seems weird, was kind of hard because there's a lot of different artists. I have my second one was Perspective by Polite Fiction, which is very much math rock, and then I had Goat by Polyphia. Then I had Talk Too Much by Coin,
Yep,
which
that's a good
is
song.
just a very very pop song. And then I had another jazz song by Melt, Shy. And then I went to Big Brass Sound from Where Do We Go by the Main Squeeze, which is like big brass jazz type thing. And then I went to another pop song and then another kind of pop song, then a Japanese song. I had Mixed Nuts, the opening to Spy Family.
Oh yes,
Fantastic song. I love
the first or second
first season.
the first
first, yeah.
season.
First
I kind of like the second one better.
Oh no, the first one's so much better.
The second one's definitely better.
Bump of chicken.
First
So,
one's
the
more
Bump of
spy
Chicken
to
song
me,
souvenir,
I
I
think.
I know it matches it.
Yeah,
better,
I
but-
mean,
So it's a very mixed bag.
You sound like you'd be the type of guy that would listen to mainstream radio and find new music.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a cool new song. Yeah, it's only played this every day on this station for the past 20 years.
But if you check out 102.3,
Okay.
they have a pretty good rotation. Like,
Really?
of course they repeat still, but
Every
I feel like they have
breath you take. God.
Like Steven listens to the radio at like 2 p.m. trying to search for those like underground music.
that's what I do. So
Yep.
yeah, it's a mixed bag. I mean, I could go on. There's a lot, but we'll move on. Something more interesting.
oh, I don't know if this is more
I
interesting.
think you were probably the most interesting out of us.
I don't know.
So I have, since I don't have Spotify, it took me a while to find this, but
He's a strong man.
You
I don't know
two-
how he does it.
well, I don't know. I actually don't listen to that much music. I feel like
What? That's
It's
why
more-
he's so good. He spends all his time playing it.
I don't know. It's like I'm either playing it or like, I don't know, just like listening to it intently, I guess, you know?
I'm Matthew. I'm too good to listen to other people's
Just like
music.
I'm watching the
I play
video.
music.
I don't know.
Sorry.
But I guess it's like in the background. I guess that's all. Like,
Okay.
it's hard in the background. Anyway. So it gave me 41 songs, and the first 7
Okay.
are all Greek songs because I've played them over and over, like listening to them, trying to learn how to play them.
Makes sense. Yeah.
But then,
Wait, you have to talk about that song now. Is it one of the top 7?
No,
it's not one of the
It's
top.
Oh.
too easy of a
It's
song.
too easy.
It was too easy. Yeah.
It's great. It's so catchy, but it's the same thing like 6 times in a row. You need to just keep repeating it.
Yeah, it's songs like that, but yeah, not that one specifically. But then it was Evening Coffee.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that was actually the one that I listened to the most.
Yes, I showed Matt a song that he likes.
Yep.
You've infected us.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think I've showed everyone a song that they really
Yeah,
like.
speaking of, I showed Buck a song that he liked.
Yeah.
Fantasy.
Fantasy, yeah.
That wasn't on either of your top playlists.
Oh no,
last
it was.
Oh,
it
okay.
was. Yeah,
It was on there.
for sure was. I
yeah.
think I was like
Yeah, it's Fantasy by Eternity Forever.
That was number
If you guys
4
wanna
on my
check it out.
list. Yeah.
Sadly, Eternity Forever is not a band anymore.
Oh,
Which
breaks my
sucks.
heart.
They made like 4 songs and they dipped, and their 4 songs are great.
All 4 of them are great. Yes.
So,
They really last forever.
mm-hmm.
You have to go way back to hear them again. Got anything else?
So
I mean, that is a Cloud Rovers renowned song.
yeah,
I know.
Evening Coffee. Then I have
it is on my list as well.
a jazz piano song
Okay.
called Viva Vegas. Daytime in Las Vegas by Hiromi.
That's a great name.
Oh,
She's like a jazz pianist.
I like her songs.
like
she's
all
like-
instrumental.
Yeah,
It,
and
like
if you watch her live or like in a video, she's like very expressive. It's
Yeah.
like fun. It's not just like some
Oh.
person sitting there at the piano playing
Some
good
like
stuff.
stone face.
She's like very into it.
yeah, kind of like jumping off.
Does she
all
wear like the
around.
piano
Yeah.
and a guitar strap?
She
Dances
would,
with
I
it?
feel
Yeah,
like, but
I
she
mean,
doesn't.
She has like outfits that are like look like pianos, like big, like very like black and white kind of striped,
cool.
like to look like the
Mhm.
piano. She like moves around a lot, very virtuosic.
Okay, who's better, you or her?
Oh, her by a long shot, not even close.
Yeah.
So
Like-
by that logic, she probably doesn't listen to anybody's music.
Yeah, but it's just her
and only
music.
plays hers.
Oh my god. I hate that question. It is like, who do you think's better?
Who do you think's better, huh?
Got to compare our skill
Right.
set.
Oh yeah, of course. Are you better than the drummer of the? I'll take you to the front room.
Eternity Forever?
Eternity
No.
Forever.
I couldn't write anything
I'm
that
just
he
teasing
wrote.
him at this point.
I'm like, man, you have to like actually write music, and I'm not good at that.
So I'm getting the
Yeah.
jazz themes and the Greek themes from you.
Greek themes, yep. And then there's a lot of Roosevelt songs.
Oh, Roosevelt.
I mean, yeah.
I feel like Buck and I are the biggest Roosevelt fan, but we like only mentioned him once.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I still listen to quite a few of those.
Oh,
So
yeah.
those are ones that I'll like listen to just when I want to hear something. So
Real quick, top artist.
Roosevelt, 100%.
Mine was Roosevelt this year.
Who was my top artist? I don't know. I don't know who my top artist was.
Okay.
I don't think this
Um,
tells me.
Oh, I think my top artist was probably Polyphia.
Okay. So math rock.
Math rock.
Yeah. It's either them or Eternity Forever. I listen to those songs a lot.
Yeah,
But I think there were more Polyphia songs
Okay.
that I listened to than,
Huh.
Eternity
Yeah,
Forever.
mine was Roosevelt, Eternity Forever, and Joan. Those are the ones.
Joan,
that
that
really,
takes me way back.
I love Joan. They're so good.
Has anything new come out?
Yeah, and then April they're coming out with a new album, so I'm looking out for.
Ooh.
And then this summer around June, I think
Are they
they're
coming here?
they're coming to Denver, so I
Ooh.
want
Do you
to.
wanna go?
I do want to go.
Wow.
Gotta put it on the calendar.
Yeah. This time I
So that we
won't.
don't forget it.
This time I won't be 6 months late to that show. Gosh. You're gonna be disappointed in me.
Yeah, so like what was really sad was when I like consciously told myself I like a lot of these songs like that they make, and I'm like, when are they live? And I missed them by a month.
Oh, Joe.
Yeah, and I'm like,
man.
no.
Who were they opening for? They were opening for somebody when they came last time.
I
I looked. It was several years ago.
I don't know.
You're gonna.
They had their own tour actually.
I see. Well, this time
Yeah, this time
Okay.
they had their own tour.
Nice.
you're gonna be disappointed in me. But my top one was Roosevelt. My second one was Maury Calliope. And my third one was her non-Hololive alias, Demon Dice. Because
Did
she released it. So the non-Hololive version of her released this album that was like super like feelsies, and I was still sort of in college, so like when I had a hard day, I would just like kind of low,
Yeah.
kind of feel those low vibes and stuff, and so yeah. But like I listened to a ton of other music, and that actually wasn't my top genre, so I don't know how it counts and all that. Maybe I'm just that weird.
Did you watch that video I sent you last night?
No, I didn't want to spoil my night.
Oh, I mean, like, kind of like what I've said to you, kind of is what he said, but he makes really funny videos.
Yeah. I like kind of want to talk about one more thing, but I forgot what it was. This is typical.
This
Oh.
Oh yeah,
The sign.
the sign.
I'm sure
the sign.
everyone in the video's already noticed, but since we're looking this way,
we kind of forget about
we'll,
it.
We'll be able to tell in the comments if anyone made it to the end of the video, right? Because
Oh.
if we get a bunch of comments that say, "Oh, they didn't talk about the sign. That's a cool sign back there," and like,
It's like ha.
ah, Fake fan.
Fake.
See, we planned this. All planned from the beginning.
So, yeah. So this is our
So-
logo. It's pretty cool. It's on Spotify as well, and on the socials.
It's not real neon, sadly.
Better than real
Spoilers.
neon.
It is better than.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's so. Actually, it is a lot better. Know why? Because this genius, our esteemed guest, made it.
Yeah,
He's really
so-
invested
Yeah.
for an esteemed guest.
Yeah, I
mean,
know. We can't get rid of him, but he just keeps showing up for some
I just like
reason.
hanging around, you know. Maybe one day I'll be accepted here.
You
Well,
make
you
it
gotta-
sound so exclusionary.
You gotta do more than make a sign. Come on, man. You gotta go way back like all the rest of us.
You know, the thing is, he probably goes way back further than a lot of things in my life. I've known you for like 10 or 12 years at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
He goes way back.
I mean, really does.
It goes way back.
But
But yeah, it's a neat kind of 3D printed sign. The letters are all 3D printed, and then the back is laser cut acrylic. And then there are LEDs back there, giving the illumination effect. So
I think sometime around now we'll have a video of like them putting it together because they built
I
it
just
at their
helped
house.
gluing it.
I
So
mean, you helped build it.
you can see my hands in there going, boop, 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 but that's about it.
nice little time lapse.
This project was really cool because one, it validates how like cool and real we feel.
Well, we are real.
Yeah, but the other thing is it kind of happened like how we write a song. Because I like you or I would come up with the concept, and with this sign, I came up with the concept. We really liked how the concept looked, but it wasn't quite right. It wasn't quite us. But it was basically pink cloud, dark background with cloud rovers there. We hadn't like figured out the font or anything, and then Steven fixed it.
Yep.
How'd you fix it?
I just put it into Blender. I thought, the
Wait, you
neonness-
put it into a blender?
Yes, I just took the
Mixed it all
words,
up.
the cloud, went and then out popped that. No, the modeling software Blender, they do a bunch of animation stuff, but you can do some really cool renders, and I thought it'd be neat to make it into a neon sign and can make it like that hot pink color, and
If I'm not mistaken, that is like our font, right?
yeah,
Like that doesn't exist because
Oh.
you made that. You made the letters. right?
yes,
I mean, of course, it's derivative of
yes, we changed
cursive
like
or whatnot.
20% of the font to make it match exactly our style, so it is ours now officially. But
And then
Yeah. and then so I took
Oh,
the
yeah.
model, handed it off to Matthew, and he went from there.
And then I contributed by saying, "Yeah, I like it."
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
that is actually more of a foolproof test than it sounds.
Yeah.
Well,
it's good to
because-
get some feedback.
Oh yeah,
Be like-
especially amongst like
Mm-hmm.
me, Matt, and Steven, right? We're so like nerdy and like and within our own heads, we're like, anything can be cool to us, right? But Buck is our eternal pessimist, and he will call out what doesn't look right.
Yeah, I feel like this is a common theme. I mean, he has the aux cord. He recommends the music. It's like we pass by the art design and it's like yes or no. And,
So he's
truth test.
he's the main taste.
yeah.
I mean, if you want to say my opinions is everyone's opinion, I mean, that's on you guys. I'm just saying what I like.
No, I'm saying that if you like it, it's good. If you don't like it, there is something wrong with it. For the most
Yeah,
part.
it's like a good benchmark.
Yeah. He's definitely the type of person like I'd like put clothes on and he'd be like, that doesn't look good. And then my fiance would be all like, actually, that does look good. So I have no idea. What's actually right. I don't dress myself. I have people choose for me. I'm just that fancy.
You're that rich.
that
royal.
I'm that rich. I still look good, right?
What is this
I think
orange
she's
on your
trying.
pants?
She's trying to distance herself from this outfit. She's like, that was not me.
Oh, okay. I was cleaning with some chlorine, okay, and then I was on the floor and put my knee on the chlorinated napkin
Honestly,
on
I
accident.
thought that was just part of the sweatpants, and they were like tie-dyed weirdly.
Aw, wait.
Like the distressed look. It's like
well,
the
I thought it was weird that they were only around the knees, but I kind of like the look. Like, and I was like, why don't they like whole pant leg?
So wait,
like
this is how we know something's wrong. 'Cause he called
Yeah,
it out.
okay, yeah.
See? He called it out. I'm like, hey, they look kind of neat.
To make it better, yeah, pad more napkins filled with bleach on your leg. Make it get that rust look, you know.
I like how it turned orange instead of like white or something. You know, like it looks kind of cool.
Got that rustic look. Oh, man, now I'm self-conscious about the knees. Dude, I love these pants. They fit me so well, but like
Should have went to work naked.
oh boy. Rather than these pants.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for joining us for this week's episode of our talk show of our podcast. Once again, we are Cloud Rovers. All the music that we talked about in the Song of the Week portion is in the link below. Should we put the music that we talked about? It's up to you, really.
I don't know.
No.
Should we let the viewers decide?
We can let the viewers decide. You know, if enough people request it, we'll put it down in the we'll put it on the playlist next week.
Yeah. Or if you guys really want to see all of them, you know, we could do a playlist of, you know, like the top 10 from each of us or something like that. That'll be a lot of Greek music apparently.
A lot of Greek music, yeah. It'll be Greek music, Japanese music, and Russian metal.
Screamo saxophone things.
Gotta listen to that one.
But once again, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Our socials are in the description. Check us out on Spotify. Why Can't You Say You Love Me is out and it's rocking. Woo. Love that song.
Great song.
Great song. We might know the people who wrote it. And whatnot.
Just maybe.
And we'll see you next time. That was the esteemed guest. Goodbye.
Later, alligator.